All right, so welcome. Thanks for calling in or um, logging in with Zoom. Um, I'm excited to talk about a few things tonight that I have been thinking about, and have also, I kind of feel like I have a little bit of a common theme going on lately with not only my personal development, but it seems like anything that I've listened into, whether it be some sort of video or audio, um, that the thing that keeps sticking out in my head is about choices and what do you choose? And it may also stick out to me right now just because of personally things that are going on in my life, and that I have continued to choose to not let something get in the way of my workout, or eating right, or whatever, sending invites out, posting in my groups, where I could very easily have made the choice to say, like, I'm out, forget it. It would be easier just not to do this today or whatever. And actually, Larissa had a great post the other day. Yes, you, Larissa. I'm calling you out, girl. No, but I really liked the post. It said, busy is a choice, stress is a choice, joy is a choice, choose well. And, kind of like basically the message that she has said is like, I choose joy. What do you choose? And, when you think about it, of course, most people are going to say, yes, I'm going to choose joy. But, life happens, and it's so easy to let things get in the way, and negative thoughts that creep in, and things that just bring you down. Or, maybe you personally make a bad choice. You're really trying to eat clean, and, you go for the bag of pretzels or chips or whatever, and, well, that just brings you down, and you either can choose to continue to let it bring you down further and stay on that path, or you can choose to say, all right, I did that, whatever, it's in the past, I'm moving on, and I'm going to make sure that the next meal that I eat is, something that is good for me, that is, clean, healthy, fruits, vegetables, getting my protein, whatever. And in general, there's so many things that happen to probably each and every single one of us every single day. I'm sure if I sit here and I ask every one of you to share something that got in your way today that could have caused you to not work out, or to skip a meal, or not eat right, or if you had set time aside or plan to set time aside to post in your groups or to invite people, just coaching stuff. I'm sure every single one of you could come up with something that could have changed the course of your day, and that you had the choice, that you could have either continued doing what you had planned, and maybe you had to do it later than planned, but you still got that workout in, or you chose not to do it. And I'm not saying that every single day you have to choose, like, well, yes, I'm going to get that workout in, I'm just going to do it later. My timing, I had to go pick a sick child up from school, and that was when I was going to work out, so now I'm going to have to do it later. I'm not saying that you can't say, well, I'm just going to have a rest day today, and I'm going to rearrange my schedule, to accommodate the rest of the week. But the fact that you're making the choice that you're not going to completely give up on whatever those goals are that you have set for yourself. And I guess, that really brings me to another point of something that I was thinking about in terms of goals, is that we all have goals, and they don't have to be the same goals. Whether we're talking about our own personal weight loss goals, I'm sure every single one of us have different goals, or our business goals in terms of coaching and what we're hoping to get out of coaching. And those goals can change. So something that I want to ask each of you to do over the course of the next few days, let's say 48 hours, just because if we have a timeline, it gives you a goal of when you've got to get it done and you're not going to procrastinate. But I would like for you each to think about goals that you have for yourself that you would like to reach as a coach. And they can be anything, you know, whether you're striving to reach Success Club 5 by the end of the month, or that you want to make so many posts, and if you have a fitness page or on your Facebook or any social media, like if you want to have a goal that you at least put one post a day out there that is, you know, whether it's inviting for a challenge group or you're putting something out there that's just in general health and fitness, encouragement, motivation, etc. So I would like you to set one attainable goal for yourself. And I want you to make it specific with a deadline. So when do you want to reach that goal by? And that's what you need to decide. So, you know, if, for example, I want to reach Success Club 10, well, I want to reach that by the end of the month. Maybe I want to try to get that before October 31st, and I'm going to set my goal for October 28th. You know, that's just an example. And then I want you to make it public, at least in our team page group. I want you to write out what your goal is and, you know, share it with all of us. So then we can help encourage you as well, and we can check in and see how you're doing and see if there's anything that you need help with. So maybe I might create a post in Team Change and say, I want you to list your goals underneath here. So we have it all in one nice spot versus getting a, you know, random post and then the news feed scrolls down and we miss it or whatever. But then I want you to remind yourself that as you're working towards these goals, whatever they are, that take each day as it comes and take essentially baby steps to reaching those goals. So break it down into what's manageable for you and your schedule. So, you know, whether you're dedicating an hour a day or you have 4 hours a day that you're dedicating towards your business, think about what you can do in that time that you have, that you can work towards whatever your goal is. So for example, an obvious one for me or anybody who's wanting to reach Success Club is that I need to be consistent in sending out invites. And I need to decide what's manageable for me. Can I commit to sending out 3 new invites a day? And then also following up with those, or knowing that I'm going to set time aside to follow up? Or am I able to manage maybe 5 invites a day? I need to decide that for me. You need to decide that for you. So that is what I am asking each of you to do. So if you are not taking notes or writing anything down, I will post this recording, and I'm going to post the other ones too. I'm bad about posting the recording, sorry. I will get those all up there, but you can go back through and listen to this again. But, you know, basically I'm asking you to set a goal for yourself and to make it specific with a deadline, and to then share it with us in the group. So make it public. And maybe even share how you plan to reach it, or ask for help if you're not sure how you can reach it. And if you want to take it one step further, because I know some of us in here really do have some personal fitness goals that we're really trying to achieve, and maybe we've gotten off track lately. I don't know, but if you'd like to share something that's fitness related, a goal that you'd like, maybe it's to clean up your eating and you've been doing bad and you want to get back on track, you know, share that as well. Because ultimately, you know, yes, we're coaches and we're here to help encourage other people, but we're here to help each other and encourage each other as well, to reach our personal fitness goals. So you know, don't lose sight of that, and feel free to put that in with one of your goals. So if you want to add that goal, and then let us be able to encourage you and help, or maybe we can get a challenge group together that's going to help support you with that as well, if you're not already in one, working towards those goals. So I also was reading something else that really hit home, and it just kind of goes back to reminding me about goals and reaching them, and how we can go about reaching them, whether they're business or they're personal, like fitness goals or whatever. It's actually an article that was in the Success from Home magazine, that where Beachbody was featured, and I think it was a couple years ago at Summit where that came out. I know we were in Vegas, so it wasn't in Nashville this past year. It might have been, gosh, 3 years ago. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And the article title was Making Happiness a Habit, and talking about creating positive habits is the key to lasting change. And what really sunk into me in general about this whole article was that talking about the fact that when we are happy, our mindset and our mood are positive, we are smarter, more motivated, and thus more successful. So if you get the happiness piece in, everything else is essentially going to fall in place. But everywhere in life, we're taught the opposite, that if you work hard and you do this and you do that, then happiness is going to come. And, it's interesting that they've done studies on this, and they found that it's truly the reverse that is true. So that made me think, just in general, like even with our challenge groups, maybe that's something that we can really start to change in terms of the atmosphere in the group, is working on making ourselves happy. Let's be happy with where we are at, but, strive for these goals that we have, whether it's to lose 10 pounds, 50 pounds, whatever, but be happy where you're at, and take each day by day, and, work towards something else that you want to reach. And I think if we can maybe work on changing that mindset, which is basically what that is that we will all be much more successful in whatever goals that we have personally, and then we can come together as a group and continuing to build each other up and helping each other to reach whatever those goals are. And in turn, I think that will help keep people really plugged into our groups, which I think we've all experienced at some point or another. People have the best intentions, and they sign up with us, and they are so super excited about getting this program and getting started and getting all this information. And then something happens and it fizzles. And then, trying to get that back is not always easy. And some people don't get it back. And sometimes it takes several months. And I think no matter what, that's always going to happen. And statistics say, I think it's 80% of us break our New Year's resolutions. So let's just think about, if you're starting a new program in August, okay, so that's kind of like your New Year resolution, 80% are still going to fall off within the first 10 days. I mean, how crazy is that? And it has all to do with habits and creating new habits, essentially. They say statistically, or in a research, in some research here that was talked about in this article, it says we are biologically prone to habit. And it's because we are mere bundles of habits that we are actually able to perform many of our daily tasks that we have to do every single day. So, you can think about the general things of brushing your teeth and your hair, showering, things that you do automatically. A lot of those are all habits, or setting your alarm before climbing into bed, or, you know, before you go to sleep or whatever. Everybody kind of has habits that you do throughout the day. So the key to any positive change is making that desired action a habit. So, for example, for our business, what that comes down to, I believe, is creating that list of things that you're going to do every single day and checking them off. And that's what's going to get us to where we want to be, you know, whatever our goals are, to reach our goals. So, the really good thing is, I had to share this because, you know, I think everybody's heard the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, that actually is not true. You can teach an old dog new tricks. So, you know, fortunately for us, what that means is that, you know, we can't use any kind of excuse, basically. We can change habits. We can change things so that we're able to reach whatever goals that we have. So, you know, keep that in mind when you're thinking about, you know, working towards your goals. And know, I mean, life happens. It's not always easy, and I'm definitely not saying that. But you can continue to fight, basically, for yourself every single day. And I will tell you one thing: the last year has been nothing but a fight for me. Nothing but a fight. And I could very easily have given up, been in a completely different spot right now. But I'm not letting myself go there. And I'm so thankful that I have Beachbody in my life, because I truly believe that if I didn't have you all, such a positive support community, that I probably would not be the same person I am right now. And so, you know, sorry, the last couple times I've gotten a little emotional. But October is not going to be an easy month for me ever. It's so everybody that knows me knows that my brother passed away a year ago. And, you know, this is definitely something that is going to be heavy on my heart for a long time. But I truly believe that I just need to keep pushing forward, keep working towards my goals. I need to be here for my family, my kids. And I'm glad that I have you guys to keep me going, to keep me accountable. And I'm glad that I have a team under me, because if I didn't, it probably would be really, really easy to throw in a towel. And so I just have to say, I'm totally so thankful for you guys. And, you know, trust me when I say I know that it can be hard to reach whatever goals or whatever you're working for. I do know. I truly know. And, you know, just don't give up on yourself. If you want it, go for it. That's what, you know, this is all about to me. So that is all I really wanted to talk about. I don't know, Carrie, if you have anything that you want to touch on, you want to raise your hand. So I'm going to unmute you, and whether you want to comment on something or if you had something you wanted to share, you're on.
I always have words.
Of course.
Never a lack of words in my house here. No, I just wanted to touch on a few things, because I think you did an awesome job of really about touching on. I love the idea of setting a goal and sharing it with everyone, because that's so important to share goals with other people, because then they can help, not shove it in your face when you fail, but it's that accountability. When I started my new job as a librarian a month ago, it's been really hard for me to try to get that work balance and home balance back in order. And I've just had to try to figure out a new system. But I feel like I'm coming out of that fog, and I'm really digging back more into Beachbody, which is a good thing. But I knew it was going to be there. I just hadn't figured out how I was going to put it all together. And so what I've been doing for me, that accountability piece, is, although I'm not calling my success partner every week because I just don't have the time right now, I asked her if I could just text her every day and just say, hey, I sent out my 5 invites. And she said, absolutely. That's not a big deal. And for me, it brings that accountability piece full circle. Like I have to do that in my mind, just like I have to do my workout. So I have someone there. She's not going to text me, but I just know that not necessarily that she's waiting for it, but I have given that kind of guilt in myself saying I need to make sure I text her and that in turn makes me send out my invites, which I've the last month I took a break from it, and I could totally, I noticed it in my sales and in my business, not for the good side of things. I mean, my business, while it didn't take a huge dip because I've been at this for 4 years, but it definitely, my paychecks were very small, and I did not want them to be very small. So in the last 3 days, each day I've sent my 5 invites again. And already I'm starting to get those conversations rolling again. I have people I can follow up with. So it's just, just as Michelle said, setting those goals and making sure that it's a daily habit. If that's the only thing you do, or if the 3 things I should say, you drink your shake every day, that's an easy thing. You do your workout and you send 5 invites or 3 invites, whatever your goal is. Or if you say, I'm going to send 2 invites a day, whatever it is, you're going to do those 3 things, even if it's just 3 things. And each day that you see yourself doing that, you will see progress, and you will see things get better and better. Like I said, already I'm seeing conversations start again. People are interacting on my Facebook post again. It's just amazing that when I appear back on Facebook, and I'm not saying that I'm anything, like it's just, people like to interact. And when they have interacted with you before, they want to hear and see what you're up to. And I want to hear and see what they're up to. So it's been really good in that sense to kind of be interacting again, figuring out what I need to be doing. So I would encourage you, when she posts that in the group, to post your goals. The other thing that I wanted to touch on too, that she didn't really talk about, which is fine, is I think all of you are in that Coach Basics group. And I will say I was skeptical in the beginning because we've tried groups before through corporate information, and I felt like it was too much information, or just was kind of like, I don't know. It just seems so corporate-like. I have to tell you, I love this information. And why I said in my video the other day, I think it's a lot of information in one post. It turns out to be like a couple paragraphs. It's not that much. It gives you 3 action steps every day. 1 is to drink your shake and share. That's not a big deal. You're supposed to be doing that anyway. 2 is, I don't even know, the 2 are always the same. And then the 3rd is like an action step, like today was to post on your wall something and tag me. Those things I think are so valuable when you're starting out as a new coach. And even for me, I've been doing this for a while. It's really helped me to remember, like I shared my story yesterday, and I got a lot of great responses, a lot of likes on my post. I did it through my like page, so I got, 600 or 700 people seeing that post, whereas normally I have like 5 people see a post. And it's so, like, oh, okay. So people want to hear your story, and they want to hear that you're a real person, that you're struggling, but that you're doing something about it. And you're not just sitting back and, giving up, which I feel like so many people do. And it's okay to admit that you failed, but then you get back at it. Just like I admitted to you in September, I didn't make Success Club. That's a huge thing for me, because in all my years of coaching, I have now missed it 3 times in 4 years. That's it. So for me, like, whenever I don't make it, it's devastating. So I was pretty bummed last month that I didn't make it, but you just have those months. And so I'm admitting that to you. So it's, like I said, it's okay to fail. You just have to, for me, it was a wake up. And I'm looking at it and saying, okay, what can I do differently this month? Hey, how about send a few invites out? How about talk to people? Maybe there's an idea. How about post a few things about Beachbody? Maybe people don't even realize that I'm still doing it because I posted that I got this new job. So maybe they think, oh, well, she's on to bigger and better things, So it's just a reminder to continue to put it out there every now and again and put your life out there. You don't have to be cheesy. You don't have to, just be you. But here's my only key piece of advice. And Michelle will attest to this as well. I know all of you will. Make sure that when you craft a post, that yes, it can sound like you, but be positive. Just be positive, because, you know, in all the years that I've seen people on Facebook, the people that I block very quickly are the people who, and I'm not saying any of you are doing this, but I'm just telling you for future reference, the people I block very quickly are the people that go into debates about, you know, whatever it may be. It could be about political things. It could be about religion. It could be about how crappy of a day you're having and how people suck and da da da. Our business is about people. So if you're saying that you hate people and yada yada yada, like, I don't know, that just I don't want to buy from you. Just saying. So just remember that as a key piece of advice. And I think, you know, I could go on, but I will open the floor if anyone has any questions. And yeah, or if Michelle wants to tag on to that.
I'll let anybody who has anything to share go ahead and share it. I believe you should have the power to unmute yourself. If you can't, like, go like in the screen so I can unmute you. Silence. How about let's take turns. Tell me what you did for your workout today.
I did plyo. I did the lower body plyo. It was really hard, but really good.
I have not done one yet today. I'll be the first to say that. My sister and I decided, she's got two little boys, both they're 2 and under, and they the other day she said she wanted to swap with me, like me keep her boys all day one day, and then she would keep my 4 kids all day one day, so we could do cleaning or whatever we needed to do. So my bedroom that I'm hiding with my body behind me is in complete disarray, which I have not finished yet. But I did drink my shake. I just haven't done anything. But today was Pilates on the fix. So it was an active recovery day, so I don't feel horrible about missing it, but I do kind of, since you asked.
I just put you on a spot, sorry. There you go. I unmuted you, Shelby. Can you talk?
There. How do you unmute yourself? I don't know. I did P90X3, yoga this morning. And then I taught the bar class at Western. It was fun.
Very cool. Well, I taught a boot camp, which was P90X style, this morning, 6 a.m. And I also then taught Payo tonight, and that was a total body. We did upper and lower, but we also did a lot of flexibility and stretching too, so that was a nice mix for me. So
hello. I did a workout, but not a beach body workout. I went to the Y. I did Tai Chi and Zumba. I don't know what possessed me to do them both right after the other, but I'm just hoping I can move in the morning.
nice job. Sierra, do you want me to unmute you?
Oh boy. I did not work out today. This was actually a very enlightening meeting, I guess you can say, because I have been struggling. I've had a lot going on lately as well. I'm in the process of buying my first house, so that has kind of been an interesting time. And I don't know, like I don't make excuses for myself anymore. So the fact that I just didn't wake up this morning is not an excuse anymore. Like, I should have woken up and worked out, but I just didn't. But I know that Sunday I'm going hiking, so I'm hoping that kind of gets my butt back into gear, because I love to hike. I think it is like the most amazing thing in the world to, be up and moving, for one, and for two, you're just outside in nature getting fresh air. So I'm looking forward to Sunday morning. So
Okay, but today's Thursday. What are you doing
Yes.
tomorrow, Sierra?
Tomorrow I am actually I did have this planned out.
Just calling you out, girl.
Yes, I know. Tomorrow, no, because I have off tomorrow. I don't have to work. I'm actually currently sitting at work right now. But I was going to wake up tomorrow and try like running before a workout, working out, and then running after. Because the last time I lost weight, I had lost 50 pounds. And I was in track in high school. And I loved it. Like, I loved all the running. I loved all the working out. So I figure if I can try that again and, just feel myself doing more, that I might feel better about myself as well. So, I definitely want to, like, do a warm-up run and then, like, a cool-down run. So I definitely have those things planned out for tomorrow, possibly Saturday morning. But it's supposed to snow. Oh yeah, we're getting snow here in New York. So I'm not looking forward to that, but
That stinks, just so you know. Like, I don't even want to think about snowing.
oh yeah, it's like supposed to snow all weekend long too. So
Double thumbs down.
yeah, don't ever come to New York.
Yeah, not gonna happen. You can come visit us in Cincinnati. How's that?
That would be much nicer, yes.
We're supposed to have, Shelby, you'll like this, we're supposed to have a warmer winter than normal. And it's not supposed to snow as much. So just saying, you heard it here.
Well, either way, I'm just thankful for DVD workouts because I don't need to leave my house and I don't need to run in the snow. So, hey.
Yeah. If it snows this weekend, I'll cry, though. Okay, so you have a plan, and I'm going to call you on it because that's what we, as a team, just to touch on what she said, what Sierra said, we as a team, we should be here for each other just like that. It's not just always business. It can be, just like Michelle said, setting our goals for financial things. Do you have a question?
Mute me.
You're hilarious. All right, she got you. So it can be, setting those goals for your fitness too. Mine's right now is nutrition because I feel like I've been off with that. I still stay very good with my workouts because I enjoy working out, but I also enjoy eating. And so I have to find that balance of, I don't want to be 100% just like crazy about my nutrition, because then I think for me personally, that makes me go like psychotic, and I don't want to be like that. So I want to have a good mix and a good balance, but I've gone to the extreme the other way. And so I have to work on that. So there you have it. I'm glad you talked.
I'll call you out on that, Carrie.
I know. I'll get to it on Sunday. How's that?
Oh, yeah, really? So what are you doing tomorrow? Having pizza? Actually, Friday is pizza night, right?
Yeah. I think
Mama
we're doing
Mimi's
breakfast
baby.
though.
All right. Well, we're down to the final 3 minutes. It was really nice to get on the call with you guys tonight. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. It's nice to have a little fun with y'all too. Oh, you're gonna post this on Facebook there, Carrie? Hey.
Yeah, but I can't get everyone. I'm not in it. All right.
At least I know when it's being taken. Beth likes to take pictures when nobody knows, and you're like,
I don't know how she does that. We're on video.
I know, right?
Yeah, thank you everyone for getting on this call. It was good to talk to all of you.
Yep. Thanks for taking the time out, and have a good night. And if you have any questions or anything else, post in Team Change, and I'll put up a post tonight about here's where to post your goals. So whenever you're ready to put them down, you got 2 days. 10 o'clock Saturday night, it better be, or Sunday night, whatever night. What was it, Thursday? Friday, Saturday? Yeah, Saturday night. All right. Peace out, guys.
You're all messed up. All right. Don't forget, check Coach Basics too every day. Peace out.